And I came here about 20 years ago when my wife was pregnant with our second child, and behind me you can see the ruins of what would have been a Cathar castle, being, as you can see, in a very defensive position. Often it's quite sad when castles are built right on top of hills, because you recognize how dangerous the surrounding areas were. And of course for the Cathars this would have been very, very dangerous. But you can see it, and it's a wonderful ruin that has just been left.
The Cathars were a fascinating Christian movement between the 12th and the 14th century. They had beliefs that came from the Mediterranean, especially the Greek beliefs, and they were very Gnostic in their system of thought. They were not so keen on the God of the Old Testament, which of course led to the inevitable conflict with the Catholic Church. And Pope Innocent III attempted to convert them, but failed, and launched then the Albigensian Crusade in the 13th century, around there, which was notorious and horrible and brutal. And thousands of Cathars were killed. 20,000 of Cathars were killed in the town of Béziers, for example. And this resulted also in an inquisition which chased the Cathars, and they started to find castles and places to hide in the Languedoc region. And I would say the last stronghold where hundreds of Cathar priests stayed was the castle of Chateau Montségur. And here they held on to literally the last standing priest as they were thrown into the flames. An awful, terrible, tragic end to a fascinating movement, and a real wound and shame on humanity's history. But you could still feel their presence here in the hills and rivers and valleys of the Languedoc.